Hello, welcome to Fanfiction Theater. I'm Tristan. With me tonight is Kevin.
Hello.
Quinn.
Hello.
Michael T. Bradley.
Hail, get her.
And Drew Brock.
That's my rattle. You know it's me.
Yeah. Kitty will be joining a little bit late, about a half an hour. Tracy is also running late. And of course Jesse along with him. So last couple weeks I've been trying the exit music at the beginning too. Let me know if it's too much of a good thing, but I have this looping music. I like the idea of kind of making it our signature, since it is royalty free as long as we credit them. But
So like
yeah.
the bookends kind of. Does anybody remember what bookends were for?
What?
What bookends were for?
Yes.
For concluding narratives.
For books.
Okay.
I think we should use Chumbawamba's tub thumping whenever and wherever possible. So maybe not too much of a good thing.
All right.
Well, and I
think
if we can get the rights to that, then
every outro ever should also be any way you want it.
That's true.
Well, that Chumbawamba song has Bach in it, so does that make it copyright free?
I think so. I think that's how law works. Yeah.
Yeah. It has sampling.
Use any notes that are in something public domain, then you're public domain too.
Okay, cool.
I got, when we were back when I was still like putting up samples of riffs on YouTube, back before they went crazy. I used the a clip from Twilight that had Debussy, is that how you say it? Had it in there. Debussy in there.
Debussy, yeah.
And they dinged me for copyright law for having Debussy there. And I was like, really?
Well, it was somebody's performance of Debussy. It wasn't Debussy.
Yeah, but how do they know? I mean,
ridiculous.
Are there bots that sophisticated that are just like, oh, the rublato's all wrong here. This is...
Yeah, like EMI or whatever gives them like all of their library, and then they match the like whatever it's called, the binary source code to it.
Yeah.
So they can tell Lang Lang from Yuja Wang and...
Well, I can. I mean, so one of them offers a service where you can just whistle a tuner and they tell you what it is.
Yeah.
So.
I named 2 concert pianists. Someone clap for me.
Misha.
I was digging my brain. Like, come on. You know some. Do it.
Everyone clap for Drew.
Yay.
Way to know things.
Misha says they don't know who owns it. Classical music with current copyright tech is a huge problem. So,
All right.
there you go.
Well, this was 12, 13 years ago, back when they did know it. So things
Oh,
have changed.
I know.
they didn't know it.
I do know that most YouTubers use like video game music on YouTube because that tends to be accepted.
Oh yeah.
Because if they were to claim copyright for every video game on YouTube, then that would be a problem.
Mass chaos.
I mean, that's how YouTube gets a ton of money. So
Sure.
yeah, the bottom line.
All right, let's get back to fan fiction.
Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's get to fan fiction. I should say.
What did I miss last week?
Well, first of all,
mostly 700 days. So nothing.
Yeah,
700 days of nothing.
Oh, I missed Much Ado About Nothing. Okay.
Yes.
You missed finding out what was on everybody's iPod playlist.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
We
that
didn't
was
do
like
Takoyaki since you weren't here.
And Knuckles is Idris Elba now. If we get any more Royal High School.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, which it doesn't seem like we're going to, but Tracy.
Someone said there was some.
Tracy, I feel like I can barely hear you. Can you turn yourself up?
Really?
Hold on. I've got you turned down a little bit, actually, from last time. Okay.
Okay. So
All
I
right,
had
that
it at the
sounds
level
good.
that sounded good here. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good now. Right, so I think we're going to start with some Angsty Mario. I really hope this guy updates. Oh, I see. We could start with this. Misha already has the Sonic
Oh, no,
one.
we can't actually. We need to wait for Jesse for a little bit. We should do one first.
Okay.
Sorry, Misha.
What is it?
So,
what
yeah.
are we wanting to do first?
Just something
Mario.
that's
We are
not,
going to do, but the fates
Sonic.
aren't done with me yet.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not
Chapter
done
5.
with me yet.
Oh, I thought this had way more than 5 chapters into it, but I guess not. Okay.
He's got way
I
more
think
than
it's
5
still
chapters
updating.
planned. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Yeah. It says 5 of 10, or the 4th of 10 here actually, because we had the interlude. But
Yeah.
that's weird. I thought he had posted more. Oh well. Okay. Let me know when.
Okay. Put this over on my reading screen and take us to the reading corner here.
Let's all go down to reading corner.
I think we're good.
Okay. All right. But the fates aren't done with me yet. Chapter 4, Downtown of Crag, 2007, uploaded on July 27, 2021. The 4th of 10 scenes covering the calm during the apocalyptic storm. Notes: this chapter is the first of 2 encompassing the events of Super Paper Mario. Currently, Mario and Co. are in Chapter 5-1, Downtown of Crag, and have turned in for the night. Does somebody want to be the Red Rescue Toad number 42?
Please.
Listen, Mario. Everyone tells you their problems, but not many people stop to ask, how's Mario doing?
That was the most horrifying Toad voice I think I've ever heard, and it was perfect. It was perfect.
Now, how would you like some of my finger stew?
That was Red Rescue Toad number 42, Paper Mario Color Splash. Mario opened his eyes. A big black void greeted him.
What?
He said.
Where am I?
He looked around, heartbeat racing in his chest. Thump,
Dot. Let's get
Something was wrong. Something was definitely wrong.
It sounded like ellipses.
Definitely,
He could
definitely
feel it.
wrong.
He could feel it right down to his bones. The specifics of his misgivings eluded him, but whatever this was, he couldn't let his guard down.
Hello?
He called out, hands cupped over his mouth.
Is anyone there? Dot.
It's just you and the periods, Mario.
No response.
Buzz off, get out of here. Vamoose, skedaddle.
He took
My
a,
Cheez-Its.
he,
My Long Island iced tea. You get out of here.
he took a
Don't
few
give her. Don't.
he took a few cautious steps forward. An eerie emptiness flitted past his ears.
An eerie emptiness flitted past his ears.
The nothing was zipping around. Say, can't see you, honey. She's waving at the computer screen right now.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. They said hi. All right, buzz off. She thinks she's charming to everybody.
Also, welcome in, Jenny.
Yes, I will.
Oh, God. Oh,
You're
God.
making noises.
She's a duck now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Nope, I have a bite in my mouth. I don't need another one just yet. They keep them coming fast, don't they? It's like, no, keep eating. Okay, get out of here. I love you, but go away. Oh, I have a call on Lily's classic phone. Yes? Yeah, I voted no on the recall. Thank you. All right, back to. She's gone now.
Okay.
We can continue.
We're doing Angsty Mario, Jenny. Okay. Oh, this is thoughts. Okay.
Yep.
Stay calm, Mario. Stay calm.
He thought.
You can get through this. Just to stay calm.
And then he saw it. A patch of green, barely visible over the horizon. His breath hitched. Could it be?
Luigi? ... Dot.
His walk morphed into a full-on run. I picture an Animorphs cover.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Luigi!
He yelled. A glimmer of hope entered his eyes.
My eye!
Is the... it's a you, right? It has to be a you.
He ended up stopping.
That's you or that patch of green.
He ended up stopping right beside his brother, bending over and panting heavily.
Whew. I'm so glad you're okay.
He heaved.
Oh.
For a while, I was worried your game had ended. Oh, God.
So they talk to each other, right?
You're here
May you
now.
have many free lives, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, that's also
here.
something we was that last week that we learned that they're all aware that they're in a game?
Yeah, last week, I guess something did happen last week, even though it was an interlude. He met up with Sonic and talked about Sonic's near-death experiences. Or actually, he did die, but he had another life, so it's fine.
Yeah.
For some reason, that doesn't ease their existentialism at all.
Free life coming. I'd be in such a better mood.
But yeah, it's not. I don't think Mario's like I don't think it's like a clever use of what's it called, ironic or dramatic irony here. Like, oh, wink, wink, nod, not nudge, nudge. I think he's literally saying, "I thought your game had ended," because they're aware that they're video game characters.
Yeah, it seems
which
that
ruins
way.
which ruins everything about this story. Makes it
like
completely flat and meaningless.
Let's move on.
Like Totoko was so traumatized. Why didn't they just kill her and let her start over?
Right.
Whatever. Anyway, you're here. That's dot.
So I think this is a thought because it's not in italics.
Maybe. Hold up.
Others like, oh, hold up. Why am I writing this? Hold up.
Yeah. Luigi?
Mario looked up. Luigi's back remained to his face.
No. Stars, no!
He wasn't moving or reacting. He was just standing there like a statue.
Don't tell me. He's...
The plumber cautiously stretched his arm out.
Hey, bro. Misha says this is just Luigi's character model. Is he T-posing? Hello, Kira Bean. Oh, God, so much chat tonight. I can't Somebody read the chat. Just rest assured that someone is reading it. Hey, bro, say something, please. You're scaring me here.
Pap. I don't know how the hell to sell that sound.
Yeah.
What is that telling us? Like, what's happening?
We'll
that's
find out.
We're about to find out.
Mario recoiled with widened eyes. His hand had just been slapped back.
Okay, that was the hand of a
pap. All right.
That was the sound of a hand being slapped back.
Yeah, there you go.
May I suggest SLAP? Maybe that would have done it.
That's a hand being slapped forward. Slap back is pap, obviously.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Whoa!
Bro, don't make me laugh.
Plumes of darkness began to sprout all over Luigi's body, darkening his clothes. His shirt and overalls were replaced with a black jumpsuit, though still adorned with his overalls' large buttons. His gloves and shoes were now differing shades of gray, and he came accessorized with a green bandana and brown belt.
Now with karate chop action.
He turned
He had
around.
11 points of articulation.
He turned around, flashing Mario a sinister snarl and glowing white irises. I thought about pausing in that sentence, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do.
Okay, this is still Luigi, right?
Well,
Yes,
it's an evil
yes.
Luigi, right? So
It's Mr. L.
Okay. I'm nobody's bro. Least of all yours. Mr. Jumping all the time.
he
Oh!
Get it through your thick skull. I am the Green Thunder. Mr. L.
Thank you very much.
Stop! Stop calling yourself that!
spat. Mario
Shut up,
screamed.
Mr. Jumping all the time. It's cool.
Everything
Stop
was hitting him
trying
all.
to make it that a thing!
Everything was hitting him all at once. That really had been Luigi in the woe zone. And he
Is that
really
from the games? The Woe Zone?
The Woe Zone sounds like a strip club. Like,
Or it's just like, don't use
find
styrofoam,
Sonic.
it messes up the Woe Zone layer.
the woe zone's where I make my O face. And he really had forgotten everything about himself, his brother included. The plumber's hands clenched into fists.
Whatever the hell Count Black did to you, it's not true at all. You're my brother, Luigi, not some minion of a guy trying to spite us all for no good reason.
blah. It's a game.
Mr. L.
I don't know you, and I certainly don't appreciate you trying to appeal to my good side or whatever.
He leaned his head back, smirking.
You'll never make it to Count Black if you can't bet even. Oh my gosh. You'll never make it to Count Black if you can't even bear to face me. So just give up already. Let the Count win. Things will be better once he has his way, you know.
The dialogue is really trying to tempt you into a Transylvanian accent.
I know, it's really hard.
It gets me every time.
In no universe does erasing all of existence count for making life better.
Mario.
Well, there would be no universes, right? So
I think that's just a true statement.
this is just a chicken egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mario retorted. He didn't know much about Count Black, but he did know one thing.
Count Blackbutt.
Always count on Black.
So how come they went through that whole scene and Mario never said, "You're not a heavy, you're my brother"? He blew it.
So here we have two people talking, and I have no idea who they are.
Well, this is Rock Hawk.
Okay.
Yep, I've been sucking power from fighters with this baby. And you want to know why? Because it keeps my bond forever young, son.
And then who's
It's
this?
Somebody who turns people into pigs?
This is from Paper Mario 2. I don't remember who says that, though.
Super
You would
Paper
think
Mario.
one of the people would be Count Bleck, since it implied, but he did know one thing about Count Bleck. You'd think that would be leading into Count Bleck talking.
I think maybe
no.
the last one is Count Bleck. Whatever.
Okay.
Dad, can you take this one? Give it whatever voice you want. I don't.
So instead of wallowing in gloom, I figured they might as well wallow in mud. Ha ha! Now they're pigs. Get it? Isn't that just so perfect? You said whatever.
I believe that this is Queen Shroob.
Queen Shroob.
Your planet has it all.
Yeah, I think
Isn't
so
this
too.
from
Okay.
Everything that we need, everything for powering our machines, it all rests in your hands. And you're simply letting it go to waste.
Ba-doop beep. He believed he had the right to trample over everyone's lives without consequence. No different than all the other villains Mario's seen. Okay, so that was just a collection of past villains, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw a message. Kitty got up and closed her door. She asked to keep the screaming down because the audio she's captioning is really bad. So I'll keep this subdued
Why
for
are
a
you
little
screaming?
All right, we all need to be
Why are you
quiet.
screaming?
bit. What do you mean, why am I
Questions about her
screaming?
captioning things, but I'll talk about that later.
I know you're better than this, Luigi. Come back to me, to us. We can still stop the end of the world, same as before. We can.
A sweat drop went down the plumber's face. Mr. L noticed it easily.
Wow.
I see that sweat drop.
That
Sweat
was
drop.
obvious. I see your sweat.
It was no problem for me to notice it.
Do you really think so?
He smugly asked.
Because from what I'm hearing... Why is this centered?
He likes to center things sometimes.
All you're doing is trying to lie to yourself.
I think this is Mario screaming
Oh,
in the
no!
loudest possible case.
Look,
Okay.
Just tell Kitty her
scream.
she's gonna have to lose her job.
They can be like,
I need to just. I should just add the Howie scream to the soundboard.
yeah.
A red-hot fireball slammed into the brainwashed Luigi's form. Mario's eyes widened. He'd moved without even thinking.
No,
Maybe
no,
that was
no,
supposed to be
no.
Luigi screaming.
no.
He got the quote thing right on the second paragraph, though. That would be
Yeah,
weird. I mean, I guess he could have screwed it up, though. He stammered. Dust clouds kicked up and settled not long after.
Although,
But much to Mario... Oh, yeah.
to Quinn's point, it is funny that he moved without thinking and also let out a long scream without thinking.
That is true. Yeah, it's almost certainly Luigi. It just makes me sad because the quote thing, this author almost didn't we almost have? I'm sorry. Okay. Dust clouds kicked up and settled not long after, but much to Mario's horror, Mr. L was nowhere to be seen, possibly because he was just incinerated.
Luigi, this isn't funny.
No reply came. The hero raised his shaking hands, looking down on them as if they had been stained red.
I.
Okay, Alpha.
He had to run. Sorry, hold on a second. He had to run. He couldn't stay here. He had to run. He had to run. He twirled on
Just
his...
go nuts. Have fun with it. Whatever you want. Just, I have what I need. Just surprise me.
He twirled on his... He twirled on his heel and took off at full speed, as far as he could go for as long as his feet would take him. Running on empty, running on... Little Forrest Gump there for you. Okay,
You've got
he took off.
a Lavian song reference. Right.
Yeah, it's what's in my head all the time. He took off and didn't look back.
This isn't real.
You had to run.
This can't be real.
And when he got to one coast, he turned around. As he ran, Violet... okay.
Yeah.
Violet hands. I want it to be violent hands, but it's violet hands. Violet hands started to rise from the floor, all around him, stretching long into the distance. Hands. So many of them. Many of them.
Fingers, thumbs.
A veritable,
hands.
a veritable wave of them, all reaching toward him, all trying to grab him. His hammer came out, swinging with reckless abandon. Bam!
Read that in the porn once.
I'm just imagining that he's like in a sports stadium where people are trying to do the wave, and he's just smacking everybody with his hammer. It's like, no hammer.
Bam!
I'm doing back in the wave. I'm trying to eat nachos.
Okay, I've done 4 bams. It's off to you,
yeah.
Tris. On to you.
All right.
No! Stay away! Stay away!
He batted back appendage after appendage, but it was no use. Their sheer numbers were overwhelming him fast. And more and more,
appendages!
and more of them were latching on to him every second.
I think she's almost done. We're at 6:30 now, so she should be about time. I won't. I can't.
It looks like what a backup singer for Justin Bieber would get, you know?
There's a game my daughter plays with me. She's like, Daddy, I'm gonna write something. You tell me what it says, and it's usually just a big mash of letters. And I say, "Oh, it says," and she thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. And I'm sick of the bit, but damn it, I have to keep. It says 7 exclamation point.
I think next time you should say, "Oh, that's the opening to the classic Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Call me Ishmael." Memorize a little bit more of it and go from there.
Honey, this is our Star-Spangled Banner. How did you do it?
There was no way to fight back. It was hopeless to resist.
Have fun saying
It's like Mario's motorboating Peach here.
I know, he's underwater.
All he could do was now. All he could do was now. All he. Yeah. Okay. All he could do was now. Was sink. Sink into the sea. Sink into the darkness. Just sink and drown and drown and drown. And drown and drown and drown and drown.
Is this like that Netflix movie with Charlize Theron, where like they threw a mortal person to the bottom of the sea and they just kept drowning over and over again? Because you only really drown the one time, right? But he's drowning and drowning and drowning, so it's like he's coming back alive and like, oh, this again.
Well, we won't touch on it tonight, but just tune in when we do the Buried Secret of M. Night Shyamalan. We may have some answers for you.
Ooh, oh, I will tune in for that. I will.
And then he fell on his back, landing hard enough to leave a bruise behind.
Oh no! He left a bruise on the ground.
Yeah, he bruised the ground.
At least he left it behind.
Those hip drops, so bruises ground.
Yosh!
A hand swiftly went to caress his skin. Ooh.
Oh.
Chicka wow wow. He winced at the pain.
He pulled out his hammer and
Laid
With
waste
reckless
to them.
wild.
Started smacking him.
Ack! He's Kathy now.
This dress doesn't fit at all.
That was unpleasant. What's...
He took in his new surroundings, which were far less black than before. He appeared to
How
be
he was
in...
able to take it in?
Like, it's gotten gentrified here. He appeared to be in Toad Town, but... what does that mean? Like more Applebee's or whatever, you know? Everything was on fire.
The Walmarts have been replaced with Whole Foods.
Oh, stars. Everything was on fire. 5 seconds later, he came to his senses and rushed into the besieged capital. I love how ever since Kitty asked you that, every single line of yours has been screaming.
She's definitely done now. Are you? I'm so sorry.
You can scream.
This is just the screaming fic. Okay. Hey!
He shouted, hands cupped over his mouth.
Is anyone there? Please answer me.
Kablam! Explosions rocked. Explosions rocked the area, giving him his reply. The skies
Time
above
for
were
Action
carrying...
League now.
Mario had landed in the Blitz. The skies above were carrying a horrifying sight. Of course, there was the ever-present void, taunting Mario from across time and space. It must be Tuesday, right? And more alarmingly, there was a planetary fleet of shroob UFOs, firing plasma bolts at just about everything and abducting any and all toads within their line of sight. There were Yoobs stomping over what was left, too. Big Yoobs.
Big ol' Yoobs.
That's some big Yoobs on, if I'm as large as a bonsai bill, maybe even larger. Them Yoobs was bigger than a bonsai bill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see, Jebediah, them Yoobs, they was as big as a bonsai bill, maybe even larger.
So I lost my sense of propriety. There was no way Mario could take them on. He really should be hiding, lest he be caught and his game ended.
God.
But he already did so once back in Holly Jolly Village. Could he really do that again? Hear their screams? What's that?
Sorry, Mario. Your game. Your lives are 3 to a quarter.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Could he really do that again? Hear their screams, watch the devastation, condemn everyone to die just to save himself?
Okay, trailer line.
He gritted his teeth. Oh, yeah?
First of all, dot. I have no idea what that means. Condemn everyone to die to save himself. I don't feel like that's come up before.
It's him hiding, I guess.
Well, I thought it was saying, could he do a restore from a saved game, and then he would have to watch everyone die again.
That's probably it. God damn. Okay.
I don't think that's actually... I think what it is he's hiding, or he's like tempted to go hide and not participate in whatever it is.
So he
like,
let everyone die in Holly Jolly Village?
Apparently.
This is a reference to the Bhagavad Gita.
Oh.
Holly Jolly Village was in like not the last chapter, but the one before that, right? So like
yeah, it was in the Shroob one.
Huh. All right, whatever.
Okay, so he hid and okay, yeah. All right. Okay, whatever. He grit his teeth and rushed into a nearby house. Half the place had collapsed and was just as on fire as the rest of the town.
So
the
to
ground
say.
was
A likely story.
upwardly mobile people like to visit there every Thursday, Friday night. The ground was rumbling. Still, though, he couldn't give up yet. There had to be somebody here. Somebody to save.
Can you be a shrill shriek?
It's a poor toad. There we go.
Oh, wait. Sorry, now your mic is on.
Yeah.
It's pretty shrill.
A shrill shriek directed him upstairs and into the bedroom, where it was on fire. The room was in dire shape. Huge holes had been blown in all the walls, exposing the house to the chaotic world outside. What was left wasn't faring much better. Much of the plaster had been stripped away, and the floor appeared to be just as damaged and on the verge of collapsing.
Hi, Pennington sat in the corner, laughing his head off.
Most alarming, however, was the toad lying beneath under a sizable amount of rubble, right by one of the broken walls and clearly visible to the shroobs outside.
What did toads sound like? Mario!
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
The poor
less
toad.
horrifying than Tracy's.
The poor toad cried.
I'm here! I'm here!
Mario declared.
Get used to it.
I'm here! I'm a queer! Hold on! I'll get you out.
I'm a here, get used to it is the much less inciting version of that chant.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
here.
get used to my presence, please.
Get used to it because I'm here now.
That's what they used when Italians were fighting for recognition.
You can tell that it's less black in this neighborhood because everybody's like, they're just like, I'm here. Like it's the protests aren't very meaningful. The plumber ran up to the trapped toad. He did his best to pull him out, taking hold of his hands and tugging as hard as he could. Unfortunately, though, he was too wedged in. Simple strength alone wouldn't cut it, so Mario shifted gears, getting out his hammer and moving to whack the wreckage off himself.
Hold on, let me try something real quick.
See, that's the thing. See, the way he's pinned, he's alive, but he shouldn't be alive.
So now he's gonna whack it off himself here.
Hold on.
Now that he's got his hammer out. Okay, I'm not reading.
This is the sound of him yanking that toad back and forth. Oh God, no. That's not what I thought it was.
No.
Maybe it's
I
here.
didn't hear any.
Sure, we don't hear anything.
I swear, the sound. Misha, did you hear it? Yeah, it sounded like someone squishing their hand into a wet mitten.
That was not what I was going for. I was
Twice.
going
It was
for
like,
the celery. I was going for the celery crunches. Hold on. All right, that's all I got.
I mean, I can't hear anything, so for all I know, it's like Brezhnev.
Like
God damn it!
schizophrenic sitting there in front of you, trying out different sounds in his head.
Who is the guy before Putin? It's not Brezhnev. Khrushchev. Like you could have been Khrushchev quotes for all I know. All right, it was funnier in my head. This had a much more.
Wasn't before.
Well, you had to
Putin.
zero in on the one guy you did.
What are you talking? Khrushchev was during the Cuban Missile Crisis. What the hell do you? He got
Yeltsin,
ousted
Yeltsin.
shortly
The one.
after. You got.
There are a few
All
gaps
these
in my
reasons,
knowledge of
Michael.
Russian
You
history.
think
After the fall of the Romanovs, and
Are you thinking of like maybe Gorbachev, the guy that Reagan told to tear down the wall?
No, I was thinking Khrushchev. I just
I'm
had the
sorry.
timing
I'm
wrong.
so sorry, everyone. Sam has redeemed Shut Up and Get Back to the Fanfic. Thank you so much, Sam.
We'll argue this later, Quinn. This had a much more positive effect.
Yeah, it feels better.
Thank the stars you're here, Mario!
He said, relieved.
I was getting so scared. I don't know what's happening, but it's definitely bad.
I know.
Mario replied. His mind was barely registering the...
Mine was barely registering the.
I'll figure it out later. Right now, we have to go.
He swung as hard as he could, dislodging another piece of rubble from the pile. His mallet and his arm were moving like a buzzsaw. What?
Is he spinning
that
the
normal?
mallet around really, really fast? Is
I
that
guess
what's happening?
that is like maybe one of his attacks.
Swing
is
away,
like
Mario.
spin hammer or something.
Is he
Okay,
Thor
all right.
It's
now?
possible.
Swing away.
So focused was the hero on completing whack off away. So focused was the hero on completing his task.
I refuse to let him be captured. Not here. Not now.
He was so focused, in fact,
the world to wake up from history.
that he didn't see the plasma bolts firing straight at his position. One blast sent him flying away from the toad's reach. Another sent him sailing right out of the house entirely. Mario crashed through the nearby wall, letting out a shrill yell as he inelegantly tumbled onto the ground. Quickly he got up and tried to get back inside, only to stop at the sight of a shroob UFO over the house, tractor beam airlifting the toad into its grasp.
No.
Now that would have happened if Mario didn't clear the rubble off of it, right? The tractor beam would just like, screw it, he's stuck under some rubble, and they move on.
Yeah,
So Mario
probably.
made this
Sure,
happen.
rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Mario's
Blame
fault.
him.
No. Don't you dare.
But it was too late. He was gone too.
Thanks, Mario.
Just like Luigi and Peach and everyone else.
Thanks, Mario.
Mario closed his eyes and took in a long, anguished hiss. Afterward, it was back to work. He dashed from... Were you going to ask if Mario is a snake, Drew? Because yes, he is. Did you miss that?
Okay.
I
think I
it's
did.
an energy drink that's
Mario
popular in
said
Toadland.
in an earlier chapter, in all forms except for the physical, I am a snake.
He dashed
You
from
hit
house...
blocks with your head all day. You could really use some energy boost. So, to take in a long, anguished hiss cola. Oh, Christ, the shroobs have me.
He dashed from house to house, searching for survivors and anyone else he could find. Every trip, though, ended in failure.
I mean, I guess he could.
Not
find
because
dead
he could...
people.
Not because he couldn't...
Sorry.
Not because he couldn't find anybody, mind you, but because the shroobs always managed to get to them first.
No. Anything but this.
Mario! Save me! Save me!
I think this is another toad. Tracy,
Yeah.
take this one.
Ah, leave me alone, you furry! No!
That he was sucked up at that point.
Mario was beginning to run himself ragged.
Damn it! Oops.
He swore.
Aw, he swore.
Say that. That's illegal. He's going to the office.
Why is this happening?
Stressed beyond belief and desperate for any kind of success, the red-capped champion shot toward Peach's castle.
Cap champion, shut up.
He's signed away the rights to his name.
This is the cobalt version of this story.
Yeah.
Please.
Let me tell you about my red-capped champion.
No, Michael, I'm not falling for this again.
Shut up!
Turn his mic off! Turn his mic off!
If he offers a picture,
Your steps in with these long walks.
Peach always seemed to be at ground zero for these crises. Perhaps if he wasn't too late.
Wait a minute, Peach, why are you always here for crises?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Coincidence?
fuck you.
She's a disaster girl.
Come on, Lucky Stash.
He prayed.
This has always brought me luck.
Wait, he's wearing his lucky stash today.
Yeah.
He's
Hold
got it
on.
in his pocket. He rubs it 7
No,
times.
where's the
for
good
luck.
one?
Please, don't let me down now.
If I
Eventually,
recall correctly, in the Mario and Luigi games, stash is one of your attributes that you
Yeah.
can level up,
It's
and I think it's like luck.
Huh.
that's true actually.
deep.
I remember that now.
Okay.
All right, so everyone who laughed,
Still
Egg
it's
on
not
my
funny.
face.
Yeah,
You
so
fucking
actually,
suck.
this is great. Actually,
I just,
Thank you for killing fun.
you can
By the way,
trace
I just-
the references.
Let him
I
speak.
just want to point out that we are 48 minutes in and we are about halfway through this chapter.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus.
Man, all right,
So-
let's just try to say it faster.
Okay.
Well, we had
Event-
classical copyright talk for a half hour up top, too, so please keep that in mind.
Yeah, I had to give a history lesson, so.
Eventually,
Sorry.
after a ton of scurrying back and forth, the castle was in sight. All he needed to do was cross the bridge leading up to it, and he'd be, well, not home free, but close enough. He didn't stop to think.
Renting.
He just ran, and ran, and ran, and ran, and ran. Swing! Suddenly, a mighty sword descended from the sky. Colossal.
Oh, here we go. We're going into Mario RPG.
Yeah.
God, haven't we been in that all along?
No, this is Super Mario RPG, the game.
Yeah, there's actually a game called Mario RPG.
There are 3 separate Mario RPG franchises.
Yeah.
What have we been in up to now?
Paper Mario.
Paper Mario.
Got it.
And-
Colossal in
yeah.
size and bearing a goofy but menacing face. He fell straight through the middle of the castle, breaking apart the central tower, while also shattering half the connecting bridge, leaving Mario skidding to a stop right before he hit the water. Helplessly, he looked up at the long blade. He knew that face, and his name even more so. Exor.
Look, if you look up Exor, you know you're definitely going to know his face just as much as you know his name. It's never going to be the other way around. I think that face is really familiar, the giant sword face. But Exor, I always know.
So I googled Exor. Exor NV is a holding company incorporated in the Netherlands and controlled by the Italian Agnelli family. So
That is actually a very distinct face when I look up the
Okay.
stupid sword.
Oh,
No.
he is the sword. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
he's a sword, and it's like
Yeah. He breathed.
Don't forget the giant sword sticking out of the castle, you know?
Right.
What was your name again?
He breathed.
You too.
You want to be Exor?
Definitely.
Mm.
Who is Exor?
A sword.
You wouldn't forget his face if you had seen it.
Oh, gosh, it's mostly okay. This is Exor. He's this sword. He's giant.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Get back to the computer. Okay.
Yeah, surprised? You
Irresolute.
you irresolute fool!
I don't know why. That's
I am
kind
trying
of a
to throw
weird.
that into the next argument I have.
Yeah,
with a stranger, like
I'm working that into my vocabulary.
That's how I enter a room. Surprised, you irresolute fools! Mario's head whirled about, heart caught in his throat. An imposing figure. And
sorry, it's also a great thing to shout, like when you're surprising someone with a party.
you irresolute so-and-so.
Just yell you irresolute
That's not at
fool
my
next
next
time you
party.
get road rage. Just
Yeah.
say, you irresolute fool, you cunt!
An imposing figure had dropped in from a Koopa clown car, landing in front of the distraught sibling. She bore a...
You can't just call Mario a sibling.
Oh, is that who it is? I was really confused there. Got it. Okay, that makes... Look,
We
that
need
makes...
to-
I mean...
Yeah, you call him a champion, damn it! A red cap champion.
Oh no, are we having Bowsette here? Is
We're
this
having
what's
an issue
happening?
on the channel where I can't redeem shut up and get back to the fanfic. We need to make those unlimited, please. Pretend I redeemed it.
She bore a vindictive, large-toothed smile, the menace of which being frightfully accentuated by her twisted parody of Bowser's form. Her bulbous purple horns twitched excitedly.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh no.
This is Boletta.
This is
Boletta
what?
is like a Boletta. This is from one of the Mario and Luigi games.
She's a purple Bowser, apparently.
Oh my god, she's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
gross.
was Bowser's Inside Story, wasn't it? God, that game was awesome.
Why did they give her boobs?
She looks like
The
part
image
Kangaskhan.
literally had. No, she looks like a Night Queen.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
bit
That's
like
what I
a
meant.
Queen. Yeah. Let me.
If I knew who or what that was, I
And
would
she's got
probably agree.
Umbreon's ears too. It's so. What is
The
this
boobs,
thing?
There-
they have
there's-
no nipples, so they have no function. What are boobs
I
without
believe
nipples?
it's a Cacaletta form of Bowser. It makes
Spitfire
perfect
says,
sense.
"Ubes?
Yup.
Are those ubes?"
Massive ubes. Massive ubes.
These are the worst. I hate
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now we need a Bowletta. I mean, Jesse could take that too. I doubt Exor's gonna have any more lines. We're probably just gonna get every single villain there's ever been.
Is Kitty around?
Could he?
Yeah. So
She really hasn't had any lines.
Yeah.
She was a toad.
Yeah, she
I was a
screamed a
great-
bit.
Oh yeah, she's been a toad. Okay.
I was a
You are
great-
amazing, Toad. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
Think we haven't been busy while you were off playing hero.
Boletta said, looking just as uncanny as she'd been 4 years ago.
How you doing? You still uncanny? Yeah.
Kept it going for a whole year.
I've been waiting for this for a long time, and we've got plenty here who feel the same.
I bet.
Oh God, who's this now?
I think
Robot.
Familiar voice.
robot.
Oh, Mr. L is inside Brobot's cat-themed
Yeah.
cockpit. So is it Mr. L?
I think
It
it's
would be Mr. L, but would he have a robotic voice now? Oh, he kind of does anyway, doesn't he? Mr. L, I sound robotic. Right?
Yeah, just go for it, Quinn.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just like I told you.
A familiar voice rang out.
Just because you're in red doesn't mean you're strong.
Why isn't Exor yelling "you irresolute fools" at all of them at this point? That's what I want.
You're a resolute fool!
A smaller,
resolute fool! You're a resolute fool!
a smaller but still sizable mech came down beside the brutish witch, shaped a lot like Luigi's head, albeit gray. 2 large antennas stuck out of its ears, and a single rocket booster at the bottom of its neck kept it afloat. Inside Brobot's cap-themed cockpit, Mr. L grinned in amusement.
You've gotten lucky all this time. But no more. No one's left to help you here. We've got all the cards.
That doesn't matter.
The cards are just a side game. Mario got out his Ultra Hammer, raising it high in a familiar manner.
I've taken the both of you on before. I can do it again if I have to. You're not infallible.
Now I got a Shadow Queen.
Oh, it's Hot Goth Peach.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty, Hot Goth Peach.
Hell yeah. But by that same token, neither are you.
The Shadow
Suicide girlish.
The Shadow... Visit my OnlyFans. The Shadow Queen strode in from the direction of the castle, smiling sadistically with Peach's stolen face. A red glint seemed to shine in her eyes.
Tell me, why do you bother to resist the blanket of darkness? The dark prognosis cannot be stopped. It has etched your world's fate in stone. It has been etched, in fact, from the very beginning.
Let me show you my dark prognosticus, if you know.
No, Michael,
Sweat
I'm not
went-
falling for that again.
Sweat went down Mario's cheeks.
Stuff that's always happening near my face.
Bitfire says Hot Goth Peach is my favorite Starbucks drink.
Only available in the spring.
Okay, the sweat went down his cheeks, but was Luigi able to detect it?
Easily.
What are you talking about?
There is a saying about coincidences and patterns.
She continued.
Look it up.
I believe it applies here. This is not your first time facing the end, and as such, it will not be your last. We may fall, but others will rise. Again and again, the darkness will return. Can you not see it? Can you not see it? You are merely delaying the inevitable. Stopping it twice made no difference. Going for thrice will have even less effect. In the end, all your struggling will have done is simply make your fall that much greater.
Okay, Mom. Jeez.
And another thing, your dad is stupid, and I'm glad I divorced him.
I think this is a thought.
Yeah.
I think. Inevitable?
Irresolute?
That's what I was just about to do, damn it.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry.
I didn't understand all of that. But what she said,
Mr. L chimed in.
there's no use in trying, you know? Just give up already.
This is all inevitable?
Mario took a step back.
Luigi, Peach, Bowser. Am I going to see them like this every time? Dot, dot, dot. No!
He denied.
You're
Can't
lying!
be true. I can fly if I wanted to.
There's no such a thing as a fate. There isn't!
The 1,000-year demon brought a hand to her mouth.
So I'm talking like this with a
Right, yeah, apparently, yeah.
How naive. You've come so far, and you still refuse to understand?
And in the end,
It appears we
doesn't
must
even
teach
matter.
you a lesson.
Now, Boletta.
was bad.
Boletta.
Hmm?
And I love cheddar. But I love
What? Jesse was Boletta.
Is that
Oh yeah, you're both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talk a big talk, but that's not going to help you now that you're alone and afraid.
Boletta
You talk
cackled,
bigger if you listen.
cracking her knuckles.
You owe us one for foiling our schemes. We'll just take everything you hold dear, starting with you and your friends' lives.
Another backstep.
Why
Sorry,
would
go
you
ahead.
start with their life, like the person you're trying to torture's life? That seems
Right.
backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna burn down your house in front of your corpse, I guess. Which maybe seems a little. Hold on, irresolute fool. Another backstep followed suit.
Another backstep followed suit.
Because he stepped back once before, and now he stepped back again.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. That's weird use of that.
Yes.
I think this is Boletta.
Yeah.
Oh?
Gotten weird here.
Having second thoughts?
She taunted. Is it just me, or can barely hear?
You got a lot softer, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mario took a step back, and he's out.
Okay, yeah. It was a big step. So, is everything okay over there?
How is it now? Does it sound okay?
Still
can-
a little
Bad,
quiet.
you
but-
fool.
Okay.
That's better.
It's too late for regrets.
Mr. L revved up a lever.
What?
I'm revving up on my
Motorized lever.
He's in
Fire
robot.
up the levers. I'm gonna move them.
Get ready for a real show. Mr. About to be red and dead. How about you?
Champion. Please include champion when you say red.
A maelstrom of malice exploded all around Mario.
Mr. L needs to work on his shit talk.
Yeah, seriously.
Mister, I didn't want to go on vacation to the Hamptons, but now that I'm here, I'm really having a lot of fun.
Mr. Irresolute Fool. It came hard and fast, too fast for him to properly react to.
Nice.
Mr. L fired tons of homing missiles and the occasional laser from Robot. The shadow-
occasional laser happens too fast for him to properly react to.
The Shadow Queen sent out a horde of dead hands and rained down lightning. That's just not thematically consistent. Boletta just... Why did I hear that, but nothing else?
Heard that, yeah.
Boletta just charged in herself, using Bowser's innate strength to great effect. And between the three of them, they were very good at pinballing Mario around in an increasingly more painful manner. He tried to claw his way out, but it was no use. Every move he made was countered by somebody else in the group. Scrapes and scratches started to dot his skin, and his whole body ached beyond imagination. There wasn't any room to heal, so things just kept getting worse, and...
Why won't this end? Why won't this end? Why won't this end? Why? Ah! And let's stop it there.
Okay.
For Christ's sake.
Oh my god, this story is like trying to be so dark and edgy, and then you just remember it's fucking Mario.
Oh, there's only a little bit left before we hit a beep.
Oh, there is.
Fine.
Yeah,
Fine.
He is speaking for us with the why won't this end?
Yeah.
I'll try to. His body
Ah.
skid to a stop. Near Toad Town. He tried to get up, but his limbs physically wouldn't let him.
He's letting himself down.
This
Not
can't
so
be
fast,
it.
me.
This can't be how my game ends.
Also, we get to get Tristan screaming a lot more before the end, so that's always...
I've got something queued
His
up to do that for me, actually.
Yes.
Oh,
Aw, but your neighbors upstairs deserve it.
I know.
right.
His vision was spinning in nausea, and he could barely hear what the three villains were saying. He was on the verge of dropping unconscious.
Oh,
And then
he
he
was
wa-
irresolute.
and then he was abruptly lifted off the floor, jolting him back to full awareness.
Whoa! What is...
He gawked. Below him, carrying him by the strap of his overalls, was him. Yub. The Yub. The one from Yoshi's Island, towering over the capital and every other Yub on the scene. So, like, the most massive Yub of all.
Mhm.
His beady red and black eyes stared inquisitively at Mario's panicked ones, unblinking, unfeeling. Mario finally cracked.
No! No! Not you! Not now! Put me down!
Alas, Yub had different intentions for his poor victim. He held him high and released his fingers, and now Mario was falling straight into his open mouth. He screamed.
Just keep going with the narration under this.
Do one more before you just go nuts.
Just let that cut out. Can you do it again?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. He screamed till his throat was hoarse, screamed into the break of day. He screamed. He screamed, screamed as the void drew closer. As
What am I looking at?
As
Is that
Yub's
math
tongue,
problems?
It's Zalgo text. Don't worry about it.
as Yub's tongue came into view, and oh stars, those teeth looked way too strong, and
I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I still have so much to...
Chomp!
Jump! That's right.
Tristan, thank you very much for the new text tone.
Thank you for getting the entire chat really mad at us
my
and
God.
scaring someone's cat, and I think we might have someone's dad like left.
I already posted. Never mind.
How do we get more shut up and get back to the fiction?
Thank you, Jesse. I brought that up earlier this evening. We will have to make them unlimited.
Handing those out, it encourages.
We're ending this fic anyway. But I'm really hoping that in the end Mario realizes he's stuck in hell, because if things go back to happy, the games will stop selling and he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
If it goes there, I will really like this. So.
Yeah, I hope he the way he talks about it, it sounds like he's still writing it. I think I left a review.
I think they're still writing it.
Oh well, don't don't tell him I said that because
No, yeah. I just
I'm an
left a review
influencer.
saying I can't
I'm
wait for
saying.
the next chapter. Hint, hint.
Here's a link to Mario screaming for 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It just kept going.
Get a really good speaker and play that just on repeat when you go out one day.
Yeah.
Aimed up at the ceiling.
Yeah, just go
Thank
to
you, Sam.
YouTube Looper and do
And
that.
apologies to
college, the
everyone
And their
everywhere,
pets.
but I've been waiting for that moment for a while.
Some people wait a lifetime for it.
I guess we've got.
Amazing animation.
We're stretching this out. We'll have one more.
I
mean-
Sam and Misha both say that your hair looks amazing, by the way, Tristan.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, of course it does.
No, I already thanked them.
Damn it! I
We're
just made it.
going to Takoyaki next. I can't remember
Yes.
what the
Ooh, can I do my
actual
song?
Street Masters. Oh yeah.
Okay. This is a song inspired by this story. I'm just going to do it a cappella, and I'm completely tone deaf. So.
What? You said I'm completely stoned.
Thousand octopuses coming out. Waving their arms.
I heard stone.
High as fuck, dude.
Well, how else am I going to do this?
Okay.
High
Thousand
AF.
octopuses coming.
Helps to get stoned.
1,000 octopuses coming out of the sea, waving their arms, saying, "Hey, pick me, because a Takoyaki, Rocky Takoyaki is the best thing to be." The effect is at the Extra Mall, at Revolution Park, or Max Carnival. Then Takoyaki, Rocky's Takoyaki's there to answer the call. Whether hungry or in danger, Rocky's saving the day. Beat him in a dance-off and you don't even pay. That's why Takoyaki all the rage. Get a single Takoyaki or combo deal with Rocky and Saki. Your temperament will be calmer. No longer once become suicide bomber. So when the brutes are closed, you're fighting cracks back. Just throw your head back and make a hearty laugh with Takoyaki, Rocky's Takoyaki. You're a man and a half. With Takoyaki, Rocky's Takoyaki. You're a man and a half.
Yeah. Hey. Awesome.
Yay.
Very good.
Fantastic. Wow, look at all that Takoyaki.
Yum, I'm hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
So I remember that the reader existed. I'll handle the moving it forward here if you want, Tristan. So hopefully that will free you up a little. Doing that thing, the arrows.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I've been doing it. I'll do it.
Well,
It's fine.
I'm saying I remembered I'm here. I'll use this, and then that way.
Okay.
That way you can, you're free to throw in a Mario scream when you feel it's appropriate.
Yeah. Okay.
What chapter were we on?
Chapter 7.
A
Ooh,
nightmarish capture.
Rage was wandering around in New York City, and to his horrible shock, he had a bomb implanted on the vest and is about to detonate. He hates to die at
What?
I mean, okay, we start right in the middle of better dance. He hates to die at his expense until it was whited out and the explosion can be heard and it becomes a nightmare. Rage immediately wakes up from his nightmare as he quickly checked on his chest where the bomb was implanted on him. He was relieved that there is no bomb was implanted on him as he said to himself,
There was no bomb implanted on me.
This must be what our enemies are trying to put ourselves in jeopardy. Trying to abduct us and turn us into human bombs. I finally understand why Grandpa is retraining me. I keep
As
going
soon
on
as-
the rug and it's a problem.
As soon as he's going to sleep, Queen Zukin was watching after she attempted to invade Rage's nightmare. She learns about the culprits where Garuda had informed her. Is Queen Zukin new?
We had a Zukin.
What the hell did Queen Zukin do? And I don't remember her.
I remember she
invaded people's dreams.
Yeah, she talked to the grandpa in his dreams.
And he was like, "You're a tricky."
Okay.
Oh, Misha says Michael wasn't there for that one, so that makes sense.
Okay.
Who was Queen Zukin?
Yeah, why can't I remember?
don't remember, but I don't particularly think it matters. Kitty, do you want to be Queen Zukin?
As long as she doesn't talk to Garuda, because that's me.
She does at one point.
Oh no!
Dang it. Okay, fine. Jesse, do you want to be Queen Zukin?
Okay. Is this a real person?
Apparently. They're all real people.
So that's what the old man was saying? Turning someone into bums? As a ruler of dreams, I might be able to make these people had.
Read the words. Use your hook on phonics, and you can.
It sounds like you have a gun to her back.
Showbiz dad.
Read the words.
Read the words, Jesse.
I might be able to make these people he had meant about to invade their dreams into a nightmare. Hee hee hee.
I was gonna say you added a
Got a little
here.
crazy
That's
License, artistic license. I like it.
It's always a real like kind of whiplash inertia sort of
immediately.
Sort of feeling going from like a decently written but silly fan fiction to this because it's like, oh whoa, okay, we're just gonna all right. At the rooftop of the hotel in Disco Town, Garuda created an invention to locate Queen Zukin's whereabouts after encountering her last night. Seeing that the entire town was invaded by her from entering the inhabitants' dreams as he thought.
So this is him thinking?
Yeah, here.
After I caught her in the act for invading my own dreams, she is able to heal me with her magic. Come to think of it, why she tried to invade other people's very own dream and also disappears in a flash of light. She's no ordinary Zukin like the other previous ones.
Zukin 1 and Zukin 2.
Suddenly, Afro arrives, and to Garuda's surprise, and he nearly drops his invention that he had made.
Misha, I take the job. And I take the job from earlier, too.
So you're going to be a grandfather nemesis to Misha?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Misha. I could never go against you. Sorry, just a supportive grandfather.
Only if you're able to do the Mario scream perfectly from
Done.
We have
Afro.
Afro.
I thought Kevin.
Is,
I thought Kevin was Afro, but
yep.
Oh, it's Afro. Whoops. Sorry, Garuda.
Afro said as he complains.
I've been looking all over for you at the hospital, and I found you at the top of this hotel. What is that device you're making?
How did you find him at the top of a hotel when you're looking at the hospital?
He's just going to hospitals.
That's the magic of Afro, man.
Well, you see, he was just going through the alphabet from all the buildings. So he had hospital, hotel was next on his list.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a radar type Zukin detector. This is a very exclusive invention that I created out of toothpaste and bolts, where I can find the location of that no-gooded Zukin.
No-gooded Zukin.
Gooded?
It's no
Irresolute fool Zukin.
No good has been done.
All right, Captain Zhao.
Garuda said as he scolds him,
You almost made me a heart attack and dropping my invention that I made. To be honest, I was discharged earlier after they checked on my vitals. They said, nope, no vitals on this one. Then they threw me in the trash outside. And then I made it up here to the roof with my inventions.
I have no idea. I have no idea if those two sentences are related or not.
Anyway, let's go to the zoo. Sorry.
Kevin, do you mind saying that again?
Sorry, Kevin.
Who could have done this?
Afro asked, which Garuda shrugs.
Apparently, it was a Zukin last night. She's no ordinary Zukin like the previous versions, and she's not like the Princess Zukin, where Liana was currently looking after last year.
Are you high, Grandpa? Jesus
Yeah, baby!
Currently looking after last year. I love it.
Oh. A Zukin?
I already caught her when I had a bed rest at the hospital, and she tries to attempt to invade my dreams on my sleep.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back downstairs.
I can see my past and future.
Garuda said as he finally completed his invention.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Once I click this button, and this radar will work.
Garuda clicks the button, and to their shock, it was detected at the Revolution Park, and seeing that Queen Zukin was in the park.
Whoa. That was incredible. She was in the park.
Afro said amusing, and
That
Garuda
was the incredible
replies
part.
in a smirk.
Garuda replies in a smirk.
Do you like this smirk? I bought it at Ross.
There's a message in it. Open it up.
I wear a smirk when I do art projects.
So I don't get my clothes dirty. I'm sure she.
It's like a fashion accessory. It's kind of like a scarf.
I'm sure she already invaded someone's dream last night, and I think I know who. It was
Like
the president.
It's like a saucy smock. That's what his smirk is. Okay. Therefore, Rage arrives to see them both, and he was upset about the nightmare he had last night, and Garuda noticed his behavior.
Wait a minute, therefore, consequently, we're talking about this when Rage appear.
Naturally.
Oh, did somebody talk about somebody going into somebody's dreams? Because I'm Rage. I'm on the scene.
I fucking love the therefore usage in this story. It's so great.
Heretofore.
Therefore, as he told, so he tells him.
At the bar within the hotel. Weren't they on the roof? At the bar within the hotel, Afro gave Rage some water, and he drinks it so that Garuda would talk to his grandson. The hell sort of weird evolution is this?
All right, I will talk to your grandson. However, I have a request. Empty this glass.
I see after she nearly invaded my sleep, she instead invaded yours. What nightmare did you get, Ragey? Was it holographic?
Grandpa, go back to the home. You know what Retsu was dealing with, Gramps. The X-Pac terrorist organization. I was terrified when someone who put a vest with bombs implanted in it, and I'm scared to get killed in the explosion.
Rage said
Worst suicide bomber ever.
Rage said in a terrible situation, which Afro recognizes the incident.
You see, most people don't know it's not the vest that actually kills you, it's the explosion from the vest.
People think that's why vests went out of fashion after the 80s, but it's not true.
They just got
this is
too
Afro.
much bad
It was just
cred
ugly.
because of my bomb vest.
Afro, this is your line.
Oh, So those guys are the ones crashing my 10th anniversary party at this hotel. And at the same time, how could someone attempt to kidnap Amy in the first place?
10th anniversary?
They're all having separate conversations. I swear to God.
It's my 10th anniversary. Of what? It's my 10th anniversary.
Is this? I'm trying to figure out if this is Rage or Grandpa.
Oh shit.
Wretched
it's,
Knucklehead sounds like maybe Garuda.
Yeah, that sounds like Grandpa.
Hell yeah.
You know, Afro, those wretched knuckleheads are far more dangerous than the ones we were dealing with previously. This time they try to abduct any people around in the United States to become a suicide bomber.
Well, they seem to be targeting very specific people, actually. If they might have a lot more luck if they just took anybody around. But continue.
That's what the terrorists' real motives, and the U.S. government are doing their best to battle against it, and it's why they chose Retsu to be sent in Disco Town to thwart the kidnappings.
I've got two new insults tonight. Wretched Knucklehead and Irresolute Fool.
Really?
Misha, it's my 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I checked out the chat while everybody was talking. It sounds like everybody's basically just having the same reactions as us, which is boils down to what the fuck are you talking about?
This is Korean.
Oh, okay.
Listen, Reiji, ya need a little time off with your business. Arr, it's not good for your health if you were in that terrible state of Ohio. Gah.
Well, I think
my
takoyaki making is the state that he's thinking.
My heart is in Ohio. Garuda said, letting Rage to take a time off, which he accepts.
Okay, Gramps. I'll contact Beecham to handle my takoyaki business for a while.
Oh, drink.
There it is. It had been a minute.
Yeah.
Is this? Yep.
It's literally a minute for me since I last drank.
We know,
No, but
Drew.
it wasn't twice in the same sentence.
Count to 1 60 times. That's what I does drink.
Drew rules. You get half the number, or just one. That's Drew rules.
So that's what my son had said is true. You left in Japan to the United States just to strike up your own business.
You already knew this.
I'm very tired.
That's what my son had said is true. Okay.
You left in Japan to the United. Like prepositions are so confusing for this author. Just very confusing.
To
Garuda
reiterate,
said
the
hint-
English is not their first language.
No.
But
Oh, it isn't?
no.
Do we know that for sure?
Yes.
I think they started in English and then Google translate to Swedish and then back and then to Chinese.
Oh my god, that's definitely how I'm
well,
writing
now
my
I'll,
next
I'll
fanfic.
stop laughing so hard at it. That
It's still fun.
You can just say you're laughing at
We're
my
not
wonderful
laughing
voice.
at them.
right. Like, but that's fine. That would, if I tried to write something in Japanese, it would obviously sound much worse than this. But okay. Garuda said, hinting over Rage's takoyaki business, which he gasped while raising his brow.
I gasped that.
So is it again? Or, no,
I think this is Rage.
Wow, why
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
brow raising?
How did you know that?
How? Because that's all we talk about. Is that you have a takoyaki business. That's the one thing we know.
I heard takoyaki. Is that counted as a drink?
Drew, you're slurring a bit. Are you okay?
This is Afro, though.
So did Mario, he said.
Afro?
Oh, that's me. I get to say this wonderful line. I love this. Well now, that invigorates your motivation, Rage. Don't forget that your grandfather is a director and chief scientist in the EMTI, and he is very well known in how he handles his own business.
Yeah. He's very smooth at how he works in exposition for our benefit.
And
Even though we've seen the same exposition every chapter 7 times.
I'm sorry, should I know what EMTI is?
Empty?
It's empty.
Yeah.
It's a recycling project.
English
The
machines,
glass bottles.
All right,
Texas
well,
instruments.
I was going to say...
Well, actually, it's going to get explained in like one paragraph. So.
Oh, good.
Okay, well, I would just like to put in my vote for Enormous Monstrous Titty Institute.
That works.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
I'll vote
Thank
for
you.
it.
2 votes. 3 votes. And we win.
Afro smiled after he gasped, which Garuda gave him a hearty laugh.
Ha ha!
This is yours.
Just an easy guess, Ragey. Don't get carried away, ha ha ha! Back in my prime, I take upon business management course and both electrical and mechanical engineering for my master course until my inventions became a trend on TikTok, and that's why I set up my own school, which is now became Enormous Monstrous Titty Institute.
Woo! Now that you found out about my takoyaki business, I'm sure you can try some of my takoyaki that I made, Gramps.
I'm so glad that he now feels free to talk about takoyaki around his grandpa.
I'm trying to have a
It
takoyaki class.
came out as a takoyaki chef. Hardest thing I ever done.
Yes.
I'm trying to imagine this level of DDR, right? Like, does it start out with like it starts with a nightmare? Rage said, smiling at his grandfather. While walking at the Revolution Park, Garuda looks on his newly invented detector where Princess Zukin is located as Rage noticed something up.
Kinda reminds me how you repaired my computer.
If you're doing it again anyway, there's an as in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I breezed over it.
Kinda reminds me as how you repaired my communicator, Gramps.
Honestly, I'm hunting a Zukin, Ragey. She is different than the previous Zukins we have seen, like the first one and the second one, and the other ones that we have seen prior to this.
What about the Princess Zukin?
Oh,
Is
thank
it
you for
different from
asking. The
that?
Princess Zukin is different from the first one and the second one, and I have photos of them, and they all move horizontal at night and steal my dreams.
Also, did I tell you that I moved from Japan to the United States to sell takoyaki? You might not have been aware.
Also, what is takoyaki?
Garuda said plainly to his grandson, and Rage retorts.
Seriously? Just like the Zukin in a Consento costume. That was crazy.
That hasn't happened here, has it?
No. I don't think so. Exactly.
To their shock,
That's what it is.
To their shock, Queen Zukin laughs in amusement after invading some of them who were sleeping around at the picnic.
Just like,
What?
there's a picnic on the roof?
Michael, were you sleeping around the picnic again? I heard all the rumors. You were sleeping around the damn picnic.
We're at Revolution Park now.
Yeah.
You gotta these scene changes just happen like that. You gotta.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
And Garuda recognizes who she is.
That's Queen Zukin.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the one that invaded, or who just invaded my sleep.
In my sleep.
I'm sorry. Oh, the devil's cabbage has me.
Stop trying to fix this. Let it be broken.
Yeah, she's the one who just invaded in my sleep.
Rage said, pointing out in a loud voice, which Queen Zukin noticed their presence.
I gotta wash my sheets. I invaded in my sleep.
Somnophilia action.
All right, this is Queen Zukin.
Is there no Queen Zukin?
Jesse, are you Queen Zukin?
Is that
Right.
who I was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now, he found me once again.
Queen Zukin immediately disappears in a flash of light and was whited out.
Okay.
Okay. Afterwards, both Rage and Garuda became disappointed after she disappears, which he angrily punches Rage's head for his noise.
Because of your
Damn
loud
right.
mouth, Queen Zukin was disappeared after she saw us.
I didn't mean it, Gramps.
Rage replied in an apologetic tone while clutching his head, which Garuda noticed his detector had no signs of Queen Zukin's presence.
Damn it! She easily knows what we're doing.
Everyone's doing everything easily today. It's great.
Smooth sailing.
At Extra Mall, Gus was happy to see both Rage and Garuda, who are here for a break as he plays the music Horatio, and it was the first time he meets Garuda. Do we have a Gus? I don't remember a Gus.
We
Got
do.
him.
Let me. Yeah, I think Tracy was Gus at one point. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy be Gus.
So you must be the famous scientist in Japan. I'm an avid fan of you, sir. And you say. Do you know you say?
He's my butler.
Gus bows in respect, which Garuda smirks.
I smirk your bow.
Well, now, a club DJ who loves to play any sorts of music genre and dancing around the stage.
Well,
That sounds sarcastic, but I really love it.
I'm honored.
Gus said as he looked at Rage and he thanked him to let his grandfather to meet him.
Thanks for meeting your grandfather here, Ray. Last time I saw him, he was in the hospital.
So this isn't your first meeting, then?
It's not.
Maybe he was unconscious?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't
You
get to like
spied him
meet
from afar?
They made sure he had vitals and kicked him out.
I don't understand. He was like asleep and unconscious, and I was like, "Hello, nice to meet you," and he like wouldn't talk to me.
Oh, yeah. How did you have a speedy recovery, Gramps? I know you were totally worn out and dehydrated after you tried to retrain me.
All right, I'm gonna train you, Rage. Then like an hour later, he's like, "Oh God, I gotta go to the fucking hospital."
Oh shit! I rolled.
It's like pressing up a rope. I quit.
Rage said, Rage said, wanting to know, which Garuda gave him a smug look on his face.
You're never gonna believe this. It was Queen Zukin who healed me with her magic after I easily caught her for her attempts in invading my sleep.
Twist. He was looking for Zukin just to say thanks.
I've seen her somewhere in my dream, and I call her Queenie.
Gus said, remembering the time where he had dreamed about billions of people listening to his music.
He was anxious to see my dream had come true, to have billions of people listening to my music as a DJ.
Okay, just as a DJ.
You mean you were invaded your dream too?
Rage reacted after learning this, and Garuda stands up and seeing her behavior.
She may be tricky enough to escape, boys. I know exactly what I will do.
Garuda snaps his fingers as it whited out, and Queen Zukin came out unexpectedly, which makes her mad at him.
How dare you for summoning me?
With your snarky attitude.
Sneaky.
With your snaky attitude. All right, fine. With your sneaky attitude. I think it's about time to put a stop on this.
Garuda said as he presses the other button where it was whited out. Therefore, Queen Zukin haughtily laughs when Garuda presses the second button on his invention he had made, which she arrogantly tells him.
He couldn't press the second button. Therefore...
Thank you, Misha. I don't know what whited out means. I think it's like Pokemon.
You can no longer summoning me by snapping fingers. This time, I can
resolute fool.
I can roam freely to invade their dreams. Hee hee.
Queen Zukin immediately disappears as it whited out, and Garuda smirks when she escapes into the surprise of both Rage and Gus.
She is serious about the dream invasion.
I think this is either Rage or Afro.
Yeah, because the next paragraph sounds like it's Garuda talking.
Yeah, you're right. Someone take this.
She's serious about the dream invasion.
Remark me as she wants. She doesn't know how my detector could... Wait, she doesn't know how my detector would capable on controlling her like a real puppet.
I feel like that's a quote. I feel like that's quote-worthy. Remark me as she wants.
Misha goes, oh, I'll remark you in exactly the way I want.
And I will control you, and I will control you like a real puppet.
This is like Nine Inch Nails music song lyrics, right?
Yeah.
Intrepid Olivia
You're the
brings up a good
expert on
point.
Nine Inch Nails.
What does whited out mean?
Misha asked that in the chat.
Yeah, what does that mean?
In
My
Pokemon,
guess-
it's blacked out.
Well, they
No,
changed
in
it
the
to
more
whited
recent
out.
games, it's whited out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was saying that in some Pokemon games, it means blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that?
I think
that
it's
really
just
an
mean
answer,
there's like a really bright flash or something.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
A lot of these fan fictions think about their stories like visual media, and so they make reference to like the camera or I think it's like
Or nails
our-
being driven through
our
something to
proverbial
increase the
view of
killing
the
power.
scene.
It's just
We could replace whited out with a flash of white light.
Okay.
Yeah. Fade to white in screenplay terms. Got it.
Garuda said shrugging over Queen Zukin's remarks, which makes Rage surprised to his actions.
Don't tell me that you trap her or something, Gramps.
I'm surprised at those actions.
You'll see the results, Reiji. That Zukin would never escape. I like to think he's been catfishing her, like on Tinder or something.
In the middle of the night, Queen Zukin tries to invade people's dreams when she enters Ena's dreams while invading at the apartment she had stayed. Grandpa, however, had built a machine on his own.
My toothpaste
Meanwhile, at
bolts.
Gus's apartment, Garuda activates the detector, which transforms into a hologram as Gus gave them some can of energy drink since they decided to stay for a night and became amused on his invention.
What? That was a book. That was a whole book. In the movies. So much happened.
Oh, crazy.
That was amazing. A radar can form into a hologram.
I have a lot of questions.
Yep. The Disco King says that my grandpa just crafted an invention all by himself.
Oh, he's a big grandpa, isn't he? Who's my big grandpa? You are, yes you are. Making those inventions all by yourself.
We should cut this off real quick, real soon, and go.
Those
move on to the
Long
other one.
Islands are showing.
What? No.
Rage said until he looked at his girlfriend Emi when Queen Zukin invades on her dream, causing him to get worried for her.
Oh no, Ems. Keep away from her. ...
This is Emmy.
I think this is Emi.
Emmy.
I think we have an enemy. I think it's Jesse. Yes.
Yeah, Jesse is Emmy.
I'm stuffed.
Uh-oh, she's got to talk to herself now.
Oh.
Someone else to take
I'll
one?
take Emmy. I haven't had any dialogue. I'm stuffed.
What is all this food?
Queen Zukin asked, which Emmy answers cheerfully.
I know. I'll dance a little to work up an appetite. You want to dance with me?
You really want to eat that much?
Queen Zukin replies in disappointment as Garuda remarks about the entire scene, which he remarks in disappointment while giving her a face palm.
Well, he remarks on a plant in the corner of the room.
Will Spotty shaming them.
Did Emmy? Oh, wait. Did Emmy enjoys eating buffets at the restaurant?
Okay.
Did you know that she can invade it from the inside while they were asleep?
Gus, where have you been? Where have you been, Gus?
I'm very confused.
Gus...
Are they watching this on the
eating a lot.
hologram?
Yeah, they're watching this on the hologram.
Right, because they're turning the radar of dreams into a hologram.
You are hologram. I did not know radar of dreams could be hologram-ish.
I think we skipped a step, Gus, but okay.
There's no language in which this is a good story.
Did you know that she can invade it from... I already said that.
Yeah, okay. So Garuda tells him... Okay, sorry.
Gus said wanted to know of how he had guessed it, which Garuda tells him.
Simple. She uses her magic to make herself enter through their dreams while they were asleep.
Which is the best time to enter
Simple.
dreams.
You have to do something, Gramps. I hate if Emmy ends up getting fat.
Hey, I hate this. I hate
my
this
name to
fanfic now.
Shallow Hal.
Yeah. Fanfic canceled.
I'm so confused.
It's a dream, you moron!
Right?
Not you, Tristan.
I know. Okay.
Rage said while angrily raising his brow, which Garuda smirks.
Oh, okay. We're gonna
Look at this brow, Sid.
All right.
He smirked your brow so hard.
Take it easy, Ragey. Since dreams or illusions are not true.
What? No.
We always do balance.
They never gave it back.
In your dreams, you get fat in real life.
We always do balance diet during exercise. Anyway, clicking the second button might be the way to capture.
You limit your food while you're exercising.
I thought the second button got whited out.
Yeah.
The hell? After dancing with Emmy, Queen Zukin was impressed on her dance moves, as Emmy even stated.
Okay, that should do it.
She impressed
Back
on my
to
dance
eating. 10 more pizzas, please.
Jesus, Emmy! I'm getting shamed by Garudas and such.
Pizza? Coming right up!
Queen Zukin laughs happily to get her order, which she devilishly thought.
Why is this a bad thing?
How did the author write this one?
I know.
His dreams.
I thought she did nightmares.
Yeah, she's not doing anything bad.
Oh, she's
just
about
like-
to make it
Yeah,
spicy.
wait. Hold on, because you're going to regret that.
Oh, did they see
And pizzas, come on.
That Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
She gonna put
Yeah.
anchovies on him.
Oh, that's part 6 or 5. 5 is the one with the body shaming, right? Yeah, 5. Dream Child.
Which is the one I give a shit? Huh?
Jesse?
Never. None.
Let Jessie say her line.
I'll mix in some hot sauce when she's not looking. Hee hee hee.
Suddenly, it whited out once again as Queen Zukin quickly ends up in Gus's apartment, where Garuda is able to summon her in his control.
As for a quick side story, when I was in school, a kid I didn't like, he snuck up when I wasn't looking. He dumped a bunch of hot sauce all over my pizza at lunchtime, and then I ate the pizza, and he's sitting there just like, oh yeah, here we go, and I'm just like, well, this is good. What happened here? And it's like, oh, I put the Tabasco sauce. I was like, thank you, and I ate the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. He was so mad.
Wow.
Anyway, that was a story about dummy being dumb.
Quinn redeemed. Shut up and get back to the fanfic.
I figured it would be that.
All right, I think this is Queen Zukin, by the way.
But I want to see Queen Zukin have the same sort of like, I'm going to put hot sauce on it. And she's like, oh, snap, hot sauce. I love that.
Drew, you're breaking
That's
the
what
rules. I'm
that's what I
going to
want
have
it
to come to your
backfire.
house and fight you.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
put chocolate
I'll be
in
here.
peanut butter.
Hey! Not you again!
Course I know you, Queenie Beanie. It looks like you plan to make pranks over Amy by putting hot sauce.
Because the radar transformed into how I can read your mind now.
It's still made out of toothpaste and bolts.
Garuda said, smirking, as Rage was horrified after learning of her plan.
What?
He was horrified by that plan.
What? You really
dream?
What? You really plan to put pizzas with hot sauce? Didn't you know Emmy hates spicy?
Well, there's an important plot point.
Tell
You would dislike
Put
it.
sauce on your pizzas. It's good. I like it.
Right.
You rascals! No one dares to capture me on purpose! I'm leaving!
I read that too
This
fast.
party
and for,
sucks, man.
I read that too fast, and for some reason, my eyes read, "You racists," and I was like, "Wait, why?"
You racist. Queen Zukin berates both of them for their actions as she disappears in a white light, and Gus sees this.
Oh, what happens now?
She never gets it, doesn't she?
Get it.
Fuck
Just
you.
get, not gets.
She never get it, doesn't she?
See, it's got my. It has a more. It's got.
I will
je ne
fight
sais quoi
you,
now.
Michael. I will fight you.
Garuda said, as he maniacally laughs.
Ah! Pressing the second button is enough because when I clicked that, by the time it flashes completely, she doesn't know. I implanted her with a tracking device in order to be captured on the spot. It will be activated permanently. That would be a great punishment for someone like her who's been messing everyone from their sleep. She messed me in my sleep, I tell you.
What the fuck is wrong with Grandpa?
I'm loving this terrible chapter.
It was Queen Zukin what messed me in my sleep. Nothing else.
Uh-huh, sure thing. This is the third time we're changing your sheets tonight.
Oh. So you really did nail it.
Oh!
Oh, how dare I think I could take page 91 when that got me.
Yeah.
So you really did nailed her, Gramps.
Rage smiled in delight, and Gus tells him.
grandfather was a very wise man after all. He can outsmart her on purpose.
Okay. If you two can sleep as possible, I might able to stay behind and see what she's up to.
Garuda said, allowing both Rage and Gus to sleep for a while. It zooms into a dream where Gus continues to play as the DJ when the DJ song has been played, where billions of partygoers are having a good time partying, and Queen Zukin was impressed to see him.
I never thought I'd get to spin in front of this many people. It's like a dream come true. Zoom in on the dream. Coming true. See you, Queen Zukin.
Oh, but it is.
Did we get any sort of, like, closure on what happened with Emmy and her dream? Did she eat the pizzas, or...
No, they saved her from spicy pizza in a dream.
Yeah, presumably she's dreaming and munching on regularly seasoned pizza.
Okay.
Right.
Queen Zukin said as she laughs in a haughty manner.
Dream, that is.
Thank you!
Gus said thankfully, and tells her...
And you've been a great crowd, all billions of you.
What? Who is reacting to that?
Maybe Garuda? It's not Rage. It's or Emmy or Garuda, right?
Yeah, it's probably.
What? What? The crowd was that big?
You sure is too.
Rage arrives to confront her and seeing his presence. Oh, maybe it was Queen Zukin who asked that.
I guess.
Which doesn't make much sense, but...
Is Japanese their first language? Because that feels like something that would happen in an anime.
Specifically, bo.
Oh, well, lots of different animes use that where somebody said something and yeah, Quinn just redeemed. Shut up and get back to the dick.
Thought you were at the apartment with the old cretin?
Or cretin.
Yeah. The old
either way.
Or cretin,
Yeah.
cretin.
How did you?
Queen Zukin said, pointing out on Rage's appearance as the device activates on its own.
Impossible! I can't seem to find that sticker that stuck upon me.
It was like I implanted a tracking device. It was a fucking sticker.
I can't seem to find that sticker that's stuck upon me. It sounds like Rodgers and Hammerstein to me.
Does. Yeah.
It says I'm bugged and has a beetle on it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what? That would be my revenge for invading my dream last night.
Rage said, smirking at Queen Zukin.
You know, the terrorist organization is really dangerous. You really had got me there.
Good one, terrorist organization. I didn't think you'd be dangerous, but you were.
Huh?
Queen Zukin reacted as it whited out back into Gus's apartment, which she was confronted by Garuda face to face.
Nice try, you no good prankster, Zukin. It looks like that device won't come off on you, isn't it?
How many times are we going to wash, rinse, repeat here? Jesus.
Yeah. So that flash that you struck on me came from your toy. You're so boorish.
Queen Zukin said angrily on Garuda, which soon berates her.
I'll tell you this. The terrorist organization that you invaded on my grandson's sleep was extremely dangerous. Since I'm able to summon you in one way or another, you can't escape from me. I would need you to help us dealing with those kidnappers.
Now that you were ordering me, huh?
I'd say, if you quit messing around other people from their dreams by turning into a nightmare, what do you think if you use that on those other from the those people from the terrorist organization? There were more bad people than us humans. What do you think about my truce?
Garuda suggested to let her join with them.
Oh, if that's what you just said, yeah.
I saw no proof of that, but sure.
You're such a boorish old cretin.
I saw a show that used the words boorish and cretin, and I'm going to put them in every 3 lines now. Queen Zukin remarked him for being a cretin, as she reluctantly accepts.
Previously in this paragraph.
All right, then. Since I'm responsible for healing you.
Good. Now, please, just leave the others alone to make them sleep normally without messing themselves.
Garuda people in the home.
Garuda said which? Queen Zukin accepts his word.
Okay. I'll leave them alone now.
Queen Zukin then disappears in a white light, and Garuda looked into the night sky as he thought.
She was more brattier than Uni does. Unlike Princess Zukin, this Zukin is a sneaky one. If she acted on her own to mess other people again, I'm sure summoning her by force to make her discipline on her actions.
She tries to make a mess in my bed again. I will discipline the hell out of her.
Garuda woke up one time, and was just like, somebody shit in my pants. What the hell?
Damn these Zukins!
I just want to point out.
Racist.
I just want to point out it's 4 past, and we still have a ways to go.
No,
Is it a way?
We don't. No,
It's-
we literally have like one screen.
I mean, okay, I'll try to go
If
fast.
we,
Next
if we
morning,
cut
Gus
out the
puts-
trivia. Okay.
Yeah, cut out the trivia.
No, we need the trivia. I want my trivia.
Okay.
Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too, Michael. Jesus fucking Christ.
I can't if we stop now.
Go.
The next morning, Gus puts Garuda with a blanket, who is asleep, and Rage was impressed to see his grandfather.
My grandpa is a mechanical genius. He really summoned the Zukin by force with just a detector.
You know
It wasn't
what?
even a summoner.
Rage?
You know what, Rage? I'd like to touch some of his inventions very soon.
No.
I want to know how he simply activate these kinds of stuff.
Gus said happily and wanted to touch some of Garuda's inventions, which he tells him.
By the way, Grandpa ain't asleep. He passed on.
Who's this?
I think this is Rage.
It's Rage.
Okay.
You'll see, Gus. Gramps is also a brainiac sometimes. He tried to test his inventions on me.
He is a mad fucking scientist. Oh my god.
Really? How?
Gus said horribly on what Rage had said, and he sighs in disappointment.
You put bolts in our toothpaste.
Let's see. Where am I?
That's why.
I pulled the cord out of my headphones.
That's why I got mad.
That's why I got mad at him for making me turn into guinea pig on his dangerous invention. Retsu also knows that too.
Or did he literally turn him into a guinea pig?
Apparently.
I assume so. Yeah. The guinea pig ray, it didn't work, but he tried.
This is you, Tracy.
Someday, if he ever crafted another invention, or maybe any forms of devices, I would glad to touch one of them, Rage. I can't wait.
Oh my god.
I just want to touch anything your grandpa owns, for the love of God.
God, please.
Gus said nicely, and both him and Rage looked on Garuda, who is still asleep. Back in the middle of the night... Queen Zukin became disappointed and upset after Garuda had outsmarted her, and decides to invade Afro, who is asleep in his hotel room.
I swear to God, if they capture her again...
We'll have to
That old Creighton, he really made me imprisoned with that sticker on me. Now what kind of dream could he be having?
As she enters into Afro's dream, she greets him happily.
Greetings, having sweet dreams.
Hey, you're just in time.
Afro replies happily on her presence, which he needs her help. Oh, whoops.
Give me a hand here.
Huh?
Right here.
What do you want me to do?
Put your hand here. Queen Zukin ponders to know what to do, and Afro
my
tells her.
inventions. We're gonna dance and make my hair grow.
As they dance with the song Dub I Dub 2008 X Edit has been played. Afro's hair begins to grow when they briefly danced.
What is this?
Queen Zukin said scarily until she was ensnared and caught off from Afro's hair, which is growing larger.
Help! Please! Somebody wake him up!
With that, Afro continues sleeping while dreaming about his afro is growing large, and Queen Zukin could not take it anymore.
That's the store.
Oh my god, while she calls for help to wake him up as the song finally stops in the near end of the music.
Okay. I'll see it in a minute. Thank you.
We are in the near end of the music. That is the end of the chapter.
She is. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna rush to the trivia. This chapter is based on Queen Zukin's Streetmaster mode, as Rage's dream within her mode is changed into a nightmarish one instead of being after by the giant live octopus. The giant live octopus rampage scene will occur on the next two chapters. Just like fucking just like fucking Zack Snyder's Watchmen. They take out the goddamn squid. Both Garuda and Gus call Queen Zukin as Queenie. Okay. During Gus's dream, when it was occurred Queen Zukin's Streetmaster mode, the entire scene references the music video DJ song sung by Filipino-American singer Kim Del Fierro, which was exclusively played in this chapter, where both Gus and Rage were able to distract Queen Zukin to get her summoned forcibly by Garuda to stop her from causing mischief by invading people's dreams. As you might have noticed, because I did it 4 times.
That song was a this chapter exclusive.
The energy drinks that Gus brought for Rage and Garuda is a Pocari Sweat. You could have just said that in the... The way Gus DJing from his dream
is from IKEA.
The way Gus DJing from his dream references fellow DJ David Guetta in his collaboration of his music videos. Princess Zukin was mentioned by Garuda whenever he confronts Queen Zukin, as well as Robo Zukin in DDR Supernova 2, where Rage remembers its appearance.
Oh, that happens.
Since Emmy reveals herself as a big eater, as seen in this chapter and from Queen Zukin's Streetmaster mode. Garuda and Rage had known her for eating any snacks, especially pizzas, where both Rage and Emmy are eating and burning dome before the events of DDR Supernova. This is the only time Afro learns about the kidnapping incident made by the Tenpak organization.
Cool.
Woo!
I could have sworn that came up at least once before, but sure, I'll take your word.
Probably because once he learned,
I guess not with Afro there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get ready to raid Meilu, and we've got a quote ready, number 30. They were my old friends in Japan when was a college student, and as the previous president of a student council on my computer science course, and they were the ones who competes in a dance competition, and at the same time we always teamed up together to fight criminal and hooligans that made it distance of DDR City. Thank you for joining us. And all going according to plan. We'll see you next week.